What's happening, people? Welcome to another
Cast.
Go on, you finish it, go on.
I did. I said cast. You said welcome to another pod, and I said cast.
It was meant to be episode, though. Welcome to another episode of the Everything 9000 podcast.
Okay, well now you've done it, so let's carry on.
We've done it, let's carry on. Today we are going to be talking about a range of topics. Links in the... I'm fucking it today.
In the description, yeah.
I think I'm hungry, you know?
No, not links, the breakdown.
Timestamps in the description.
Yes.
If you
Is that what they're called, timestamps?
That's what they're called. If you want to skip to a particular topic. I had a sauna experience, you know.
Okay.
So, I've joined the gym, innit? I've joined the gym, there's a steam sauna there. That's one of the main reasons why I've joined it. I was there one morning.
You mean you've had a sauna experience, as in like you've only gone to the sauna once, or you've just had something that's out of the ordinary?
Experience out of the ordinary at the sauna. So what happened was I was sat there in my swim shorts. On the left, there was a gentleman, and on the right, there was a gentleman. And then there was another gentleman in there. All of a sudden...
Were they gentle with you? Is that why you're calling him gentlemen?
The alarm starts going off. And the guy on the right has pressed the alarm. He is a microbiologist, and he's unhappy with some of the people that are coming in and out that are supposedly just sitting down into the sauna with boxers on. And he said, I'm a microbiologist, and people are coming in and there's fecal matter on their boxers, right? Now, the gentleman on my left was like, mate, why the fuck are you pressing an alarm? Bringing a member of staff. Bear in mind, a member of staff came into a boiling sauna wearing all of his clothes. This bachara became red-faced, and he was like, I would love to deal with this outside or whatever. And he was like, yeah, no, I understand that. But it's like, by the time I get to the showered up, I've got to the front desk, like, I'm not being funny, mate, but a young male, Asian male, you're not really going to narrow that down. I think you can nip the issue in the bud now. And this guy was just going off like, look, mate, firstly, who are you to judge if he's wearing boxers? They could be a clean pair of boxers, right? And your swim shorts could be the dirtiest thing ever. Like, who are you to judge? And he was, I'm a microbiologist. There's an appropriate swimwear here that should be a protocol that should be followed.
What was he wearing, this guy?
Swim shorts. To be fair, you should wear swim shorts. You don't.
No,
just
but
go
what was this guy? What was the other person wearing?
Boxers.
Oh, bro. Yeah, that's fucked.
But okay, fine.
That is you can't be wearing boxers.
Bear in mind, I'm in the middle of this, right?
No. What were you wearing? Were you wearing a thong?
I'm wearing swim shorts. I'm blessed. So this is it about me.
You can't be wearing boxers, man, to a room. A
sauna.
Yeah, sauna or steam room.
Right, no, there's 2 points though. So the point is, he banged the alarm.
Yeah.
Alarm's blaring.
Okay.
And there's a bachara staff standing in the middle, sweating himself.
The way he did it is incorrect, but
the way you did it's incorrect, right?
Yeah.
So I agree with that. But then, then the point you're saying that people shouldn't go in just boxers.
Bro, that's like, you cannot be serious going into a sauna and steam room with boxers on, man.
But what about the point that the gentleman on my left made?
What?
That why are you judging someone's attire? Maybe they can afford it, maybe they can't. Maybe your swim shorts are fucking dirty. Maybe he's worn new boxers.
Bro, listen, if you're coming into that gym, paying the membership and using
£25 a month, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, but then £5 from Primark is not going to fucking break the bank for you if you can spend £25 a month. Come on, you cannot be wearing boxers into a sauna and steam room, bro. That's rank. That is straight up rank.
You reckon?
Yeah, that microbiologist is 100% right.
Right.
I perhaps he kind of took off and pressing the alarm, but then I guess what other way can you get attention of staff?
I would only understand if he literally just saw like skid marks and shit marks.
No, but then come on, man. Like he's the microbiologist. He knows what this situation is like. And your boxers, for example, your very undergarments that are essentially
but okay. What if someone
skid marks is the fecal matter is always going to be there because
what if someone changed into a new pair of boxers?
Oh, so you went and asked the guy, is that a brand new pair of boxers?
I'm asking you the question. What if he changed into a new pair of boxers?
It doesn't matter, man. And also, like, to be wearing boxers,
a fresh
boxers are also, when they're wet, they stick to your skin, and it's all sort of things that you don't want to be seeing in public, mate. Yeah, you might as well go in naked if you're going to wear boxers into a steam or a sauna room, right?
Right.
So you cannot be supporting this, man, honestly.
Right. No, I'm not supporting. I just thought it was interesting. I happen to be in the middle of this. I thought it was something interesting to talk about. I thought I'd get your views.
Right, yeah. Honestly.
I actually, do you know what? I would have guessed that you would have been calm with it.
Nah,
I'm pleasantly surprised.
That is disgusting.
You've got some
Imagine, like, you go in
self-dignity.
No, but then come on, you can't be sitting there obviously the microbiologist knows this better than anybody, for example. Yeah, thank God he was a fucking microbiologist and he saw that and he saw what was wrong with it.
Right.
And that there would be fecal matter on your boxers. It naturally would be, right?
But would it not be on swim shorts?
No, because swim shorts are much thicker. Plus swim shorts have that thing where they...
Mesh.
Yeah, that mesh thing in the middle as well. And plus they're much thicker than just boxers. And they're not cotton, right? Unwritten rule.
Right.
Should be written.
Right.
On the doors. Outside. And if you... wearing boxes and you need to go, mate.
All right, cool. Well, that was just something, like a light-hearted topic.
Yeah,
to get into.
Got me there worked up, bro.
I did want to talk about the David Beckham documentary.
Yeah,
but you didn't watch it.
The reason I didn't watch it is like all of these celebrity documentaries that you get these days. Yeah, I'm just off that, man. You know why? Because they're curated films, giving you a glimpse into the life of things that they want to see. They want you to see, right? These are all PR stunts, man. So for me, I'm kind of.
I learned stuff from it though.
What
Obviously,
did you learn?
We were like very young when he was in his heyday.
Yeah,
and he was like the biggest thing, like the biggest thing.
I get that. I you know what? I do like Beckham, and I would find it interesting. I suppose, but the reason
one of the episodes showed me the extent to which he was hated by the country.
Yeah,
like hated.
But everybody knew that.
I didn't know that when he got given that red card. England lost when they should have won.
Yeah, but he went through a phase in his career where he was basically like put on the back foot. He had to kind of build his reputation again, and that comeback with the goal against Greece, for example, that was kind of his thing that kind of made it all right for him. And then but we already know
that's a great story. No, but I didn't know that. This is the whole point. I didn't know that for whatever reason.
What world were you living in? Did you not watch football when you were a kid?
But how old were we? This was 2000. What year was it?
Bro, it gets repeated.
Wait, what year was it though?
The Argentina game.
Yeah,
would have been early 2000s.
I think it was around 2000 or something.
Yeah,
so
and
I
then
was 5.
Yeah, no, but then come on, bro. Like I obviously didn't watch it live.
But that's what I'm saying. If you weren't there, and like if we experienced something now, like when Saka got bullied. That's something that we would fondly remember.
That whole thing,
like 20 years later. It's
but you're telling me you've never watched football, like every England game, almost like in the 2010s.
I don't follow England football like that, bro.
No, I don't either. But I used to when I was a kid, right? Yeah, and that was. I
did then too.
Yeah, so it was very big. That story with Beckham was very big. I've seen that goal against Greece about 2,000 times.
Right,
it was also every England game before highlights.
It was also. Very interesting to see his relationship with Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
Now, Sir Alex Ferguson brought him into the changing room. Like, basically, the likes of Steve Bruce were in the dressing room then. And they were like, you know what, this kid best be good. Why the fuck is Sir Alex Ferguson bringing him around and letting him chill with us? Because he was that young. And, Sir Alex Ferguson was that father figure. He courted him. And then as soon as he got with Victoria Beckham, then you could just see Sir Alex hated that. He hated the attention he was getting from it. He hated the attention she would get when she would come to matches. He just it just went south.
Yeah.
And do you know how Beckham left United? Do you know what the series of events was that went down?
Well, obviously his relationship with Fergie had broken down.
And then what Fergie did, Beckham woke up one day and saw that Man United have agreed with Barcelona to sell him. Right? He was like, what the fuck? He was like, okay, Charlie, if you want, his heart was broken. And it was very interesting to see. It wasn't fake, man. His heart truly was broken. He didn't really find a home wherever he went, Real Madrid, wherever. Obviously, things happen for a reason. He became boys with, Roberto Carlos, Zidane, these lot, Ronaldo, the real Ronaldo. But Manchester United was his heart. And he never really adjusted. And that really fucked with him mentally. Affected his family. His family his children had to change schools in LA, Paris, this, that, and the other. But I thought it was a great documentary.
No, it's a great and I would probably watch it. The main reason I didn't watch it is essentially because my Netflix was quite handsome and I was using my mate's sister's Netflix for all these years.
Right, you just on air admitted to illegal activity.
Yeah, that's okay, man. Can't do it anymore because it comes up with, we don't think this is your account.
Yeah, so I got that as well.
Yeah.
And you were right.
Yeah, so I've not really gone out my way to watch it. But the reason I'm not so worked up about it is because basically I'm sick and tired of the celebrity culture, man.
But what you need to understand is documentaries are curated.
No, they are curated, and
unless you're watching the live vlog.
Oh, no, but this is what I mean. I'm sick and tired of the celebrity culture that we have, man. So I'm not gonna go out my way to watch. If I was 16, I would make sure I would turn would like travel up and down the country even if I have to watch that, right? I would spend all the money that I have to watch that documentary on Beckham.
I think that's going a bit far.
No, I would have. Because I was football mad, I was Beckham mad when I was a kid, but now it's almost become this celebrity culture where each celebrity just wants to shove their kind of narrative down.
Their documentary.
Yeah, like they just want to shove their narrative down your throat, and it's almost like idolizing the person because they're a celebrity. Like, why is Beckham making a documentary now? Like, he's not a footballer anymore. Yeah, he's an owner, so it's just something he wants to do. It's something that'll generate income for him, and it's something that'll push out his agenda, essentially, right? I'm not saying he has an agenda, but I'm just saying, like, all of these stories that you heard was Fergie right. interviewed as part of that documentary. Yeah. Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Really? Oh, okay. Yeah. So, but I'm trying to say is like, essentially, like, it just feeds into that celebrity kind of culture, man. These sort of documentaries. And even the thing with AP Dillon, the one that we discussed before, for me, again, it was just waste of time. I watched like one episode. I couldn't even sit through the first episode whole. It's just a waste of time with these.
I think that's harsh.
It's harsh.
I don't disagree with you that it's a PR mechanism.
Yeah.
And it's great PR for Beckham's. It's brought them back into the limelight.
Exactly.
Really, like, mythified his story. He's made him legend or whatever.
Exactly.
Documentary makes it sort of like, makes you, what's the word I'm looking for here? Timeless, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, it kind of brings. That's what I mean. So I'm not really.
What I'm saying is, I don't disagree with your point there.
Yeah,
but at the same time, like, Beckham was really at the peak, and like,
No, Beckham was he's one of the biggest brands in football, right? He's one of those.
An interesting point, though. He was the biggest brand. An interesting point, though. He probably wasn't even in the top 10 footballers.
Yeah.
He was never the best footballer in the world.
No, he was an exceptional footballer.
But he was never, at any point, the best in the world.
No, he was never the best in the world, but he was up there. During his prime, for example, when he was at later time in United, and also during his time at Madrid and stuff, right? Okay, but he recognised very early on what all celebrity does now, basically, he did about 10 years ago, which was to build a brand, the Beckham brand, and he just kind of worked at it. And
he was Ronaldo before Ronaldo.
Not even, but imagine, Messi, Ronaldo, two of the greatest players on earth.
Messi's trying to do it now.
No.
It doesn't work as well.
But Messi doesn't need to do it, because Messi...
No, but he is trying to do it.
No, he's trying to do it, but Messi's always been a huge brand because of just how good he was on the pitch. You just couldn't... he didn't even chase that sort of brand image right yet, but it was already there for him, right? Ronaldo,
he is chasing it now.
No, he could be chasing it now, yeah, because it's going down to... But what the point I'm trying to make is, okay, yeah, so you have two of the biggest players trying to create a brand, or like a brand being created around him. Beckham was never on their level, ever. But his brand is just as big, if not bigger than theirs. So, this is obviously a lot of PR kind of companies of input has gone.
I think you're very focused on that, though. You're very focused on the PR. Also, no one's disagreeing with you. We know, what you're watching.
Even like Virat Kohli, even like Virat Kohli, for example.
But
he works with hundreds of people.
Would you not want to watch a Kohli documentary?
No, I suppose I would, because
the insight is just amazing.
No, the insight is amazing, but it also feeds into that kind of celebrity culture, which I've kind of come to detest, man. Honestly, over the past few years. All of these stuffs, right, yeah, insight seems great and all that, right, okay, you're into a person's life. For example, if Mo Salah made a documentary about his life where the camera's following him around, I would love to watch that.
Right.
But it's just feeding into that culture, kind of celebrity culture again, which can be quite toxic.
What part of that do you not like? What do you mean it could be toxic? What do you mean?
As in, you just start to revere that person, right? And I don't...
revere as in mean you idolise them?
Yeah. As in, and then it's not necessarily a good thing, because in that documentary, or in that kind of insight that you talk about, you will only see the good sides of that person. You'll only see how that person struggled a lot, how that person then built this, yeah, that's great. But,
But they did do that.
No, they did do that, but I'm not... and
that is why they reached...
So, okay, tell me one thing... Okay, one thing that you found from that Beckham documentary that made you reflect negatively on David Beckham. Tell me one thing in that documentary.
What do you mean?
So, you've seen how greatly he built his brand and all that stuff. Yeah, the great work he's done, right? Tell me one thing that was apparent in the documentary that they highlighted that presented Beckham in a bad light.
Why do I have to see him in a bad light?
Because you can't expect...
I think your premise is wrong.
No, my premise is not wrong. What I'm trying to say to you is the narrative that a documentary builds.
I know that. We've accepted that. My question to you is, why do I need to see negative aspects of his life?
No, I'm not saying you need to see negative aspects, but because then...
You are, though?
No, okay. For example, if you don't see the negative aspects, say you're old enough to not to kind of fall into that trap of revering or idolizing David Beckham, for example, yeah?
Right.
But somebody else watching, for example, a 16-year-old kid or a 15-year-old kid may not see that.
Right.
And idolizing the person.
But why would it be a bad thing if someone, a young kid who wants to be a footballer, sees what Beckham has done, learns his story?
That's
what's wrong with being inspired?
It's not being inspired. Being inspired is a great thing. Okay.
Which is what this documentary could also do.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the positives.
Okay, positive, it could inspire. Negatives,
bro. All it takes is one kid to watch that and be the next Beckham.
You're gonna see. Let me finish my point before you
go on then.
Okay, yeah. So you're saying it's inspiring some people. That's great. But what I'm trying to say is it's also like acts as something. It almost kind of like gives Beckham God status in a way, right? Okay, because if you're only seeing positive things, for example, did the documentary talk about how Beckham, obviously living in the Western society, is always trying to ally himself to like the LGBT communities and all that stuff, right? For these, but then he'd accepted like was it 150 million pounds from the Qataris during the World Cup to be an ambassador?
Yeah.
Right? Was that apparent in the documentary? That's something that paints him in a negative light, I think. Right? Because he'll go where the money is. Right?
But there were plenty of points in the documentary where he was very open about something. Like they even talked about when he cheated.
No. That's his personal life as well, man. But what I'm trying to say is anything that would paint him in a negative light.
But that is
no. But they flip that from what I saw on like snippets of it on like Instagram and stuff. Okay, yeah. When or like what I read about it afterwards, is that when they talk about the cheating allegations, they kind of victimize themselves, saying like how it impacted our relationship and stuff. It didn't verify like those cheating allegations. Beckham didn't come out and say actually I did cheat or I didn't cheat, right?
But he doesn't need to.
No, he doesn't need to. But he still used that story. So why use that story? Why use that story to victimize yourself?
I think what it is, you're very just cautious and just like
as you should be.
You shouldn't. I'll give you an example.
Because if you're gonna idolize somebody, a person who idolizes Beckham, for example, who idolizes Virat Kohli, okay, yeah, they've never met them, they'll never meet them, they don't know the type of person that they are. So to have this false sense of like, I don't know, man, to have this false sense of somebody else,
it's not wholly false, though.
It's not wholly false, but then like it could be.
I think you're focusing on the 20%.
No, okay, 20%. But how do you know?
You're letting the 20% cloud your whole experience of watching a documentary.
Okay, but I'm just saying it feeds into celebrity culture.
I think what you can do is focus on the negative, like you do, or you can draw positives from it.
Yeah, I'm drawing positives. I told you.
I don't think you have, because you're not even bringing yourself to watch it. So I think that's a shame.
No, I would watch it if it's available to me. I wouldn't not watch it. I'm not like saying I'm not purposely. I'm just not watching it because I don't want to buy Netflix just for watching Beckham's.
Right. Did you ever watch Michael Jordan's The Last Dance?
Nah, not really.
For me, I think that is the best documentary ever made. Mm-hmm. It's like, and that inspires me to this day.
The best documentary I've seen is called The Good Shepherd, made in Pakistan. One of the best documentaries ever.
Right.
Documents the lives of 5 different people from walks of life in Pakistan. A model, a shepherd, somebody who's a truck driver. And
see, that sounds beautiful. Yeah. And I'm sure that will be very curated as well. I've not watched it. But everything is curated, bro.
Yeah, everything's curated, but I'm just saying, bro, it's like the celebrity culture is a bit too much these days, man. It's always in your face.
But I think, I agree, but I think Beckham deserves one.
Okay. No, I do love David Beckham, man. Obviously, like I used to be in my bedroom when I was a kid. I used to like pretend that David Beckham's crossed the ball to me, and I would score the winning goal in the World Cup for England.
So you had fantasies about David Beckham?
What?
You had fantasies about David?
Bro, David Beckham was like, if you're a kid who grew up in England, right, at the time that we grew up, football was the biggest thing that could like in your life. It was in my life. For example, at school, I remember we would only ever talk about 2 topics. One being football, 90% of the times. 10% of the time, girls at school. But like football was such a huge and a dominating factor in my life when I was a kid growing up. And obviously players like Beckham at that time was at his prime. So he was always the player that I liked.
Yeah. I've got a question. If football was so dominating during your younger years, why did it never inspire you to play?
It did. I played. Bro, I used to play always. I used to play like...
for a club though? Like you never joined a club?
Yeah, because I was never good enough. There's one thing...
No. There's every level that facilitate you, bro. Grassroots football exists.
Grassroots, yeah. But then I was... For example, we used to go to school, right, yeah? Check this. Obviously,
school football doesn't count.
No, school football doesn't count. And I did go to... by the way, I did try to enroll myself into Tipton Sports Academy, Tipton Football Club.
Right.
And I went training and I did 2 sessions and then I was never took on. I was never took on. I was about 16. I actually in training I slid their players a couple of times, and then it was never taken forward with me.
Right.
So it was heartbreaking because football was my life, bro. I used to play.
You can't take one rejection though and just base it all off that.
So it's like if there's one thing loving football, loving cricket, but there's one other thing being actually good enough to then play it at a decent level. I was never good enough to play football. That's like, but I've lost my passion for football slightly in the sense that I enjoy watching it more than playing it now. But that's just because my fitness has gone down the hill. When I used to be at school, I used to play football for about 4 hours a day. You know, we used to have like PE before lunch and PE after lunch. So what we used to do was obviously, during winter, play football for PE. Me and my friends, we would just stay on that pitch, play all the way through lunch, and then play all the way for the last.
This reminds me of a podcast we did back in the earlier days when this was a white room, and we were talking about why Asian sportsmen don't make it. And I think it summed up by what you just said.
What?
Just didn't try hard enough.
No, I said I wasn't good enough.
Didn't try hard enough.
I said I wasn't. Why are you not playing cricket for England?
I'm not playing for England. I play at a club level.
Yeah, you play at club level. Why are you not playing for England though?
I never said you had to play for England.
No. But why are you not playing for England though?
Because
the point I'm going to make with you now is if you're saying I didn't try it, well, you're not trying enough to make it for England,
bro. You didn't even. You're trying to talk about school football. You didn't even play for a club.
Yeah.
You got one rejection.
Why?
Bro,
are
do you know
you?
how many clubs I netted at?
No, that's fine.
I get rejected from clubs.
No, that's fine.
Even now?
Great. But why are you playing for a club like on a Sunday or a Saturday? Why are you not playing for England? Or why are you not playing county cricket?
You're taking the most extreme example. You're just getting very defensive, but hurt.
Nah. Listen, if you're saying
the point is, no, I'm saying to you, we're talking about why are there not more Asians in football?
Yeah.
Just full stop.
Okay.
How many do you know? Okay. I know 2.
Okay.
How many do you know?
Yeah, probably 2 or 3.
Is that enough, do you think?
No. Okay.
Given how many Asians you know, is that enough?
Can I just add?
Am I making a valid point, yes or no?
Yeah, you're making a valid point, but then also can you listen to my point?
Your point is, why am I not playing for England?
No, okay. Why are you not playing football though? Football was a big part of your life growing up, was it not?
No, it wasn't.
Shut up, bro.
No, it wasn't.
Football was not a big part of your life growing up.
Nowhere near as passionately as how you just spoke about it. You sounded like you loved it, bro. You played it 4 hours a day. You couldn't get enough. You idolized Beckham. Bro, I went on them levels.
Yeah, I know, but okay. You're saying to me because I didn't... I
probably have the likewise for cricket. I joined cricket late too. I joined at 15.
Yeah.
I was shit, dog shit. Probably still am dog shit.
Was. Yeah.
Still am dog. No, but the point is, that didn't stop me playing.
Yeah, it didn't stop you.
So it shouldn't stop you playing, wondering, oh God, I wasn't good enough. How the fuck do you know?
And also...
Did a coach straight up come up to you and say, yo, you're not good enough to join Tipton Sports Academy?
No, it's not even that, but I didn't have the right opportunities and there was...
You just didn't work out enough?
Okay, there's a few things I don't want to say on camera that were there that I couldn't obviously go and play as much. Okay? One bit you can edit out.
Right.
So fuck you, man. Don't put that in the pod though.
Right.
Fucking dickhead.
That doesn't invalidate my point though.
I don't give a shit what it invalidates.
That doesn't invalidate my point. I'm going to reset the cameras and I will bleep out that bit. You fucking bitch.
You're an actual cunt, man. You took me back to a part of my life that was very difficult then, man.
I saw that in your face, you know.
Yeah. Dickhead.
Talking about more stuff that I need to bleep out.
Okay.
Shut up now. Alright, well listen. Talking about working hard enough. Let's talk about KSI. Now he came out.
Yeah. Oh,
KSI. He did. They did their Sidemen video over the weekend, and in the first few minutes, he came out. He says the boys asked him. They took the piss out of him. They put loser balloons all over him. Took the piss out of him. This, that, and the other. And they said, "Look, yo, how'd you feel?" He said, "Look, all I wanted to show was that me. I was a kid playing video games on my desk. Anyone can do anything." He said, "I had no right being in that ring with Tommy Fury, but I did it." You got to take your hats off to it.
Yeah, that's all well and fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I feel like you really minimise achievements, bro. Like when I was talking about the Beckham documentary, I was like, yo, why don't we talk about the positive? You're like, yeah, that's all well and fine. It's not, you can't just throw away, minimise that. You can't belittle these positives, bro.
Okay, oh fucking hell, man. You're on this like positivity vibe.
Yeah, man. Bro.
Look at the positive.
A YouTuber, do you know how many pay-per-views that did? That did 1.3 million in the UK.
It's all entertainment, though, man. It's all entertainment. It's all like it's not.
Why is that a bad thing?
Yeah, it's not a bad thing if that's something.
Again, you're being very negative.
No, but if that floats your boat, that floats your boat. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
I think people were moaning like, oh, that was shit boxing, oh, that was a waste of time, this, that, and the other. I think if you're going into a YouTube event expecting great boxing, that's your problem.
No, but then I didn't watch it. I have no interest in it, so I'm not even going into that space.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know why you're saying it to me, because I don't even
No, because you're criticising it.
Yeah,
I'm not
criticising it.
I was saying to you, bro, that did 1.3 million pay-per-views.
Yeah, that's great.
Do you know that's the 5th highest of all time?
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. That's perfect. But at the end of the day...
No, but can you not applaud that?
No, bro, I don't need to.
Why?
Because it's not something that I enjoy. It's not something that I watch. Okay, I watch boxing when it's on, actual boxing, yeah, sometimes, and even that, I'm not into like boxing in huge terms. Right. But what I know little of boxing is that I didn't watch the fight, but I heard it was an abysmal fight. It was a proper shite. Yeah. Right, okay, yeah, people stayed up until like, 1 o'clock?
No, not 1 o'clock. It was all done by like 12. It was normal time, it started at 7 p.m.
No, but whatever it is, man, yeah. So if that...
And the event was held in Manchester.
No, it doesn't. It could have been held in fucking Las Vegas, MGM, whatever, right, yeah? But what I'm trying to say is like, it's entertainment at the end of the day, right? And it's not something that like KSI, I would applaud him for 10 other different things, right? With his YouTube and stuff, okay? But for me, it's just not appealing because I'm not huge on boxing anyway. 2, I'm certainly not huge on like YouTube boxing or like white collar boxing, right? For example,
I don't think you need to be huge on it to just appreciate the fact that they've done something
I appreciate he went and did all these numbers and stuff. Yeah. Okay.
No, you're a hater, yeah.
I'm not a hater.
You're a hater, man.
How?
I feel like just everything, you just pull out the negatives,
bro.
Man.
How? How is that hating?
I feel like unless there's something to moan about or get outraged about, it's like you can't talk about it.
No, it's like, okay, what do you want me to say? It's like, okay, it is amazing numbers, right? If I was a YouTuber and I got the opportunity to fight and get millions, I would do it, right? But I'm not going to be like, oh, look at me, oh, I've done this great thing. Bro, you do your thing, you make money, fine, good for you. Carry on.
By the way, he's on course to become the first YouTuber billionaire.
Yeah, no, that's great. Well done.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts. Well done.
That is nuts. I'm sensing I'm sensing a bit of saltiness there too.
Why would it be? I don't even know KSI.
No, but it's like, fair play. For me, anyway, becoming the first YouTuber billionaire.
Yeah, he's obviously like very intelligent. He's very business savvy. So well done to him, man.
Okay.
But again, it's that celebrity culture again, man, where you're like being amazed by all these different people around you that you're seeing. There's no need to be amazed by people, man.
Nah, I think if we're in the YouTube space and you're looking at what's being achieved in the YouTube space, I think you should be able to do that without just thinking, oh, I'm getting carried away by something.
I don't think you get carried
about celebrity.
No, it's not.
I think that's just a very niche negative, and you just keep talking about it.
No, I don't talk about it. You're the one who's bringing it up.
No, the niche negative.
Oh, okay. As in, like, maybe it's just like a wider attitude I've had recently. Again, it's very easy to get kind of like tied up into the celebrity culture and like follow people and then be like absolutely.
As in, it's not following people. It is just something huge that happened in the UK.
Yeah.
It was the talking point. You can't deny that.
No, it was, yeah. But
so it's like, and we're talking about it. Okay. This is what we do on this podcast, Amrit.
The most unenthusiastic podcast.
I know. It's really bad, man. Right, so there's a few things. Okay, so there's football stuff and then there's cricket stuff we need to talk about. What do you want to do first?
Cricket, man. Cricket is like...
Alright, let's do cricket,
man.
The
I've got cricket fever right now, man.
Right,
I'm fully into cricket fever. I've not even watched the Premier League last week.
England cricket have gone from champions in 2019.
Oh, wait. Can at this point, can you just interlude in the clip where we were talking about cricket in the last podcast and we were talking about who could be possible winners and who were you backing?
Who was that?
You were banging on about how England have got these 8-9 players who've won the World Cup.
Yeah, fair enough. Do you know what? I'll hold my hands up.
Bro,
I'll hold my hands up.
I never miss. Can you just acknowledge? I never miss.
You miss.
I never miss.
You've missed like 20 times on this pod alone. But anyway, let me hold my hands up.
Every sport.
Do you want me to hold my hands up? Do you want me to hold my hands up?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want
hold your hand up? No, hold your hands up.
I hold my hands up. Fair play. I was not expecting England to be this shit. Like, wow. How are you bottom of the table?
I love it,
bro. But you have to admit you didn't see this coming.
No, I didn't see England not doing that. I didn't.
You thought they would qualify.
I would have thought they would have qualified, yeah.
There you go.
But I was right about India.
So what do you pin?
I was right.
No, let's talk about England. What do you pin England's demise down to?
Conditions.
Nah,
It is. It is conditions. As in, like, and plus they've not played enough ODIs before as well. Like the preparation was very last minute.
I've seen though, like Stokes has been out one game, Mo and Ali's not played yet. It's like where in the past they've gone with heavy all-rounders throughout.
Yeah.
Now it's like they played, and Wokes has been terrible. I love Chris Wokes. Yeah. I think he's a gem of a cricketer, but he's struggled out there. Sam Curran, who's like got so much IPL pedigree. Everyone loves him. Dhoni loves him. But he's just a bit shit.
I do think they underestimated the conditions, though. I do, because
in what sense?
As in, like, I don't know. Even like the game against South Africa, right? Yeah, when
they got pumped,
bro. When they walked off that pitch,
they were done.
They were already lost. They'd already lost. I'm surprised that they got to 170.
Yeah,
that was a huge achievement. That was a huge achievement for them, because the way they walked off, they may as well not come back onto the pitch, because they were knackered. They were knackered, man. That Bombay heat got to them.
That was the first match played at Bombay, by the way.
Yeah. And even today, the game at Bombay today in South Africa, bro, that Bangladesh team were baking, right? And they're from that region as well. So that heat really has been getting to them. And the only team that I've not seen...
When you say conditions like that, okay, I understand what you mean. But England have only played one match at Bombay. The rest have been in fairly cool conditions.
Yeah, fairly cool conditions, I suppose, yeah. But then they've just got everything. Once it happens, isn't it?
I think, personally, in 2019 they had a very solid captain in Owen Morgan, seasoned, and he was very much part of that Baz Ball era where, we're going to go hard.
Yeah.
The team had full confidence, they had people at their peaks. Now it's come to Jos Buttler. Now Jos Buttler is known in the dressing room for not a huge talker, but when he does talk, he makes sensible points. I'm not sure he's the best captain, and then you've got Stokes there in the background, but it's just
Stokes has been like a bit... I don't know, man. His ODI career has not been the whole, like, completely, has it? It's like that coming in and out. So it's almost like...
But that South Africa game, they brought Stokes in at number 4 in the 5th over. That's just not his game.
Yeah.
He should be coming in 30 overs in, just come and tonk a 50.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. I think they've got...
Then who else did they bring on instead of Stokes?
Butler go in, man. When India have struggled in the past, Dhoni promoted himself from 6 to 4.
Yeah.
He's gone in and just, like, blocked it out for a few overs.
Yeah.
Slowly got the over 8 ticking. That's what a captain does. Butler's not done that.
Yeah.
So, I think that's a difference there. That's one thing.
One thing I did not foresee...
Go on.
...was because generally... I suppose I should have foreseen it, because Rohit Sharma's World Cup record is fucking immaculate, right?
It is.
It is immaculate. That guy...
I'm holding my hands up again.
That guy turns up, man.
I need to issue your Rohit Sharma. Yo, bhaiya. Maafi de do. I'm sorry. You know what? You're killing it. Fair play. And you're leading the team well. And do you know what I like? I've seen some behind the scenes clips where at the end of the games they give these fielder awards.
Yeah.
And like the camaraderie and just like...
Bro, that's
good energy.
Yeah, the energy in that dressing room is so good to see. Like, I just literally... I've been sending you loads of like throwback videos from Rohit Sharma, and it's great to see the sort of camaraderie that he's built up with the team.
One of them throwback videos did talk about personal milestones and these Indian players.
Okay, though, we're going to get into this. Yeah, we're going to get into this in a minute, but let's just talk about how good India have been first of all.
Go on.
Yeah, the only thing that makes me nervous about them being like, I hope they haven't peaked. You know what I mean?
But this is always the concern with India. Bro, every single tournament, 2019 World Cup, they win every single group stage game.
Yeah, they won every single group
and
stage
this
game.
is why when they played New Zealand on the weekend, I was at home watching it with my family.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, New Zealand, come on, man, get 300.
Yeah.
I really want to see India tested.
But the thing is...
Let's see the moments, because when the pressure's on, I don't back Shreyas Iyer to get 100 and win us the game.
He's not. To be fair, he's not. He made a bunch. Like, he mid 30s last game, but he's not been kind of.
Shall I tell you the only 2 batsmen in the team that I bank to win us a game, if we're chasing, number 1 is Kohli.
Yeah.
Chase master.
Best in the world.
Words can't. I can't. I'll leave that to better people.
Yeah.
Words can't put that to effect.
Okay.
And number 2, it's not Rohit Sharma.
Yeah.
It's KL Rahul.
Yeah, KL Rahul sees the game through as well.
And Hardik Pandya ain't gonna do shit. Surya Kumar Yadav ain't gonna do shit.
And the other person...
They come off.
The person that does give me a bit of confidence is also Jadeja when he comes into bat. He does see it through as well.
I've got too much PTSD with Jadeja.
Why?
So many World Cups where he just fucks it.
Oh yeah, true. But then... You know, also, I think Rohit Sharma's adopted this new approach of very aggressive from the start, he was saying as well, like, you know what, for me, I know that if the bowler doesn't get me in the first 10 balls, like, if I get out after the first 10, right, it'll be down to me and not the bowler, right? So you've seen him, like, go for that aggressive role. It's really good to see, but he has been getting out a bit, like, too softly recently. A couple of times. The last game, he got out at 45 or something. Again, it was a shot that he didn't need to play, or at least not even trying to keep it down, right? Yeah. So he's playing a tiny bit too rash, I think, and it could bite him because he's had a good start. He's had an amazing start. Yeah, but it could...
Talking of shots that didn't need to be played, Kohli didn't need to get out.
Didn't need to get out. Oh,
at 95.
Listen, okay, let's talk about now this year because you've obviously got very strong views about this. Let's talk about the game.
I just made a valid point. Everyone got their Gachina twist.
No, you didn't make a valid point, man.
I made a valid point.
I'll tell you what. Okay,
there's been so much, like, loads of people on social media have supported my viewpoint, and you can't deny, man. Everyone agrees with me that they care about their milestones, but everyone just doesn't see the problem with that. I somehow see the problem with
that. Can we talk about... because I obviously compared to Ronaldo, right? Yeah, and you said, like, oh, you've always gone on Ronaldo's case about why is he caring about personal. Let's talk about the difference between cricket and football, for example, yeah? I'll give you Ronaldo's example of why I thought it was bad that Ronaldo chased milestones over his team. Right? Football is a very different game to cricket in the sense that with cricket, if you basically put the foot down, you've got about 20 overs to go, you've got about 10 runs to make. You know, that is an equivalent of like 15-0 in a football game with 10 minutes to go, right? Do you follow what I'm trying to say to you? So, for example, the situation that we were in, who was it that we were playing? Not the last game, the game before, where Kohli got his century? Bangladesh? Yeah, it's Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Right? So, it wasn't Bangladesh.
It wasn't Bangladesh. Or it was?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, who did we play?
Okay, I know what you mean, though. The game where Richard Kettleborough was umpiring.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Bangladesh. It was Bangladesh.
Yeah, it was Bangladesh.
Yeah, it was Bangladesh. They were trying to bowl wide.
Small memory, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was Bangladesh. 100% it was Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Right? We wrapped up that game within 40 overs, basically, right? By that time, Kohli, and the beautiful thing about Kohli, what he does is he comes into the game, right? And he plays for a large chunk of any game he plays, right? He just doesn't come in for about 6 overs, 7 overs. He plays a large chunk. He plays at least about 20 overs, right?
Yeah.
On average, I think, anyway, especially when he's chasing.
Yeah.
He controls his innings to the dot, measures it to the dot, right? And he knows...
Do you include running out Surya Kumar Yadav in that?
Again, that was unfortunate.
Totally selfish.
That was selfish.
If you watch that series of play, he ran back for his wicket, man.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Surya, fuck you, bro. Get off.
Yeah, no, but...
And then he has the audacity to look at him like, what are you doing?
No, that was wrong. That was wrong.
Right. Okay. I'm glad you agree.
No. The run out was... Because obviously it should have been him that was out, not Surya Kumar.
100%.
Right? But you can't really get a player out on the form that he's in. So if I was being selfish from a team's perspective, at that moment, would I have wanted Sky in or would I want Kohli in? I would have wanted Kohli in that. You know...
Kohli is God, and celebrities, we should give him these God status.
I'm
we
not.
should idolize them.
Okay,
but no, that's fine.
From a sporting perspective, India needs to win the game. Who needs to be in the middle, Sky or Kohli in that form that he's in?
How do you know?
Sky, for example,
we will never know.
Is not doing well.
The point is, Amrit, we will never know.
Okay, but Sky is.
Are you telling me Surya Kumar Yadav wasn't the best rated batsman of last year?
Yeah, in
ICC.
in 2020 in T20s.
Yeah.
Right. But his form from some reason doesn't translate to the ODIs. It doesn't.
We will never know.
Yeah, we would, because... Okay, let's not get stuck up in that, yeah? The point I was trying to make to you before you interrupted, basically, by the time that Kohli started playing for his century, right?
Last point, sorry. You could argue Surya Kumar Yadav could have made the runs that Kohli made in half the balls, the way that he plays. And he probably wouldn't play for personal milestones.
Okay, I'll note that point down. Thank you, right? So... By the time Kohli started playing for his century and not for India...
Correct.
Okay?
Correct.
The game was in the bag.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
7 wickets in hand. Wait.
I agree.
7 wickets in hand.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
About 10 overs to go.
Okay, I get your point.
About 5 runs to get. About 7 runs to get.
I get your point.
Okay?
I get your point.
So you have a player in Kohli who has given India every single thing that he has.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And he is on the cusp of something absolute greatness.
Let's stop the game. Let's give him a hard. Let's give him a garland.
Yeah.
Let's get Modi down. Let's give him a medal. 5 runs short as well. Oh, Kohli, you know what? We're about to win this game, mate. You've done so much for India. Let's remember it at this moment now, right? Let's eulogise you now. We might as well do a speech.
No, it's not about.
Might as well bring Jay Shah down, the BCCI. Let's hold
listen,
it.
Look,
you know what? There's 5 runs to get, but don't worry about that. We're 15-0 up. It's fine, no worries. Let's put the fireworks up. Yeah, Kohli, you've done so much for India.
No, but listen, what you have to understand sometimes is when a person gives you so much, it's only right to give something back.
For me, the game's been played. Play the game. Let's talk about record stats and performances after.
Yeah.
Just finish the game first.
Finish the game, but then if you've got so much time, if you've got so much... Listen.
So, do you agree with the fact that people that have paid for tickets and seats, right? Okay, yeah, there's people...
I'll tell you another point. I'll tell you another point. Can I finish my point? Go on.
Yes, there's people there that want to see a Kohli century.
Yeah.
Because people are fanatics. Those same people that you say that shouldn't revere idols, etc. They want to see that fanaticism.
Yeah.
Right? There are those people, granted. There are also people that have paid for tickets. They just want to see the end of the game.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck who gets a century.
Okay.
And you're making them sit in their seats for another 5 overs.
Can I just
because you want your record.
You know what? You've started talking over me, and I had a great point that you just made me forget.
No. I'm sure it was great.
Oh, you're talking about from the fans' perspective, yeah? This is it. Okay. We have been so dominant in games, right? It's all like, I remember I was so disappointed with the India-Pakistan game. I was hoping Pakistan put up at least 270, make it competitive, that we would actually get a game on. Right? So when they were like knocked out all out for like 170 or 177 or whatever it was, I was so disappointed.
What's the point here?
Right? The point I'm trying to make, the only reason I was then watching the game, right, was because I was watching for Sharma, right, yeah, because that was the only competitive thing in that game at the moment, was watching Sharma almost get a hat-trick. I was thinking, I'll watch it. The moment Sharma got out on 86, I stopped watching the game. Because there was about, 20 overs to go and like 7-8 runs to get, whatever, or like 20 runs, right, whatever it was. That was the only interesting thing keeping me hooked to that game, right?
But that's when it's a dead game.
No, that's a dead game. But the game against Bangladesh had died in like the 35th over because it was apparent.
Let's talk about, was it a wide?
It was a wide.
There you go.
But you've got to love it because you've got to love it. You were entertaining people at that moment.
An umpire shouldn't be getting involved. If Bangladesh want to be unsportsmanlike and bowl wides, let the crowd boo them. Let Kohli hate them that he missed out. An umpire should not be helping Kohli get 100.
Yeah, I know.
You talk about it being held in India and BCCI and this, that. Is that not a prime example of this?
No, I know what you mean, but come on, bro. Everybody was caught up in that moment where
basically.
No. But come on.
It's okay for Kohli.
No.
He's the exception.
Yeah, he's the exception. Fuck
right.
it. You know what? Kohli can come and piss him up.
Last word on the Cricket World Cup. I want to give a special shout out to a player that I've seen so far that is fucking, I think, wow. For New Zealand,
Rachit.
Ravindra.
Yeah, Rachit, yeah.
Bro, he is a player.
I didn't know my man bowls. He bowled almost 10 overs against India and he was fucking exceptional.
He's a sick bowler and he's a sick batsman.
Yeah, he's
a gun player.
Yeah, he's got the world at his feet. I didn't even know he existed before the World Cup.
I think let's allow a lot of the other football stuff. I think just one thing for football, right? Can we talk about the Ballon d'Or winner?
It's going to be Messi.
It is, but it's shameful that it will.
It's not shameful at all. It's not shameful
so
one bit.
So what more? What does Haaland need to do individually?
Okay. What is the pinnacle of football?
Oh, fucking hell.
Tell me, what is the pinnacle of football?
The World Cup.
Yeah.
Right.
If a player has played exceptionally, and he was exceptional in that World Cup.
Let me ask you a question. What's harder to achieve as an individual?
Right.
Winning the World Cup or winning the treble?
The World Cup, because
how many teams
you get to go every year.
How many teams have completed the English treble in history? Two. The answer's two.
Yeah.
So it's been done twice in history.
Okay.
How many teams have won the World Cup?
Like,
how many times have Argentina won it?
That was the second.
Right. That was the second. Maradona's won the World Cup 3 times himself.
Are you fucking stupid, bruv? You're talking about Pele. Pele's won the World Cup 3 times.
How many times has Argentina won the World Cup? 3.
Okay.
Because I know Maradona won it twice.
Maradona has not won it twice.
In 78 and 86.
Okay, then he may have, yeah.
Right. So, Maradona achieved what he's achieved twice. You tell me which player in history has won an English treble and scored 50 plus goals in a season?
No, I get that.
Has anyone in history done it?
Probably not, no.
So what's harder?
What's harder is to win the World Cup.
No, it's not. See, you're being hypocritical here. Answer the question. What's harder, Amrit?
It's to win the World Cup, bro.
Amrit, the facts are there. No one else in history has done what Haaland has done, and he won't win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, and nobody's done.
The competition is a fad. When Lewandowski didn't win it, it was a fad.
Yeah, no, I get that one.
And they made a second trophy called the Gerd Miller Trophy just to give a pity trophy to these people. That's what's going to happen with Haaland this year. And that's why Messi isn't the GOAT. And that's all I have to say. Thank you for tuning in to this episode.
Wow,
you.
you are.
See you for the next one.